welcome to Vanessa's van life journey. I am Vanessa. And I'm living in a van. And my name is Sunshine Day. How y'all doing today? I just made it to the location and I'm about to sit at chill for a little minute. I got stuff. That's so. Then I walk out of Ms Charlene's house that I need to put up. Shoes, socks, watermelon. I got one watermelon in the refrigerator. This is the other pillowcase. Take design. I have to wait till I open it. I got some munching punch. I don't know if I'm gonna eat that right now. I know I'm about to eat some watermelon. And I bought this table the other day, but I actually broke a part of it. Trying to put it up. It's hard to put it up. It's not. It's not easy like the ones I got at the house. It works right there. So let me see how I will raise this thing up. I need this to come up higher. Is this the highest this thing go? It don't look like it's coming up high enough. I still don't think that's gonna be high enough. It's kind of low. Or my seat is kind of high. Which one is it? I think this kind of low to me. But anywho, I'm about to get my watermelon out the refrigerator. And hold on, I got to get on this side. Table in the way, table in the way. We got a small space. don't know why I thought that table was gonna come up higher than this. We are gonna have dinner later. We got some taco soup from Ms Charlene's. Throw my cooks in here. Anyway, how are y'all doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Vanessa's van life journey. I am Vanessa and I'm living in a van. And her name is Sunshine Games. I'm about to eat this watermelon I cut up. I got another watermelon to put in the refrigerator later. I was gonna eat it with a fork. I mean a spoon. Well, since I cut it, let's eat it like that. This watermelon is not too sweet. It's not too soft. I don't like mushy watermelon. When they start getting mushy, when we start getting mushy, that is not for me. I want to talk about opposition. Opposition as in disappointment, what do y'all consider opposition to be? Y'all double tap the screen and give it a thumbs up, or hit the three dots up at the top to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you think you're subscribed to the channel, double check just to make sure. Sometimes YouTube can unsubscribe y'all. Y'all don't know it. Y'all ain't getting no notifications because y'all ain't subscribed no more. So let me know what you consider opposition to be. To me, opposition can be a disappointment. Opposition can be somebody coming against you, somebody attacking you. But I think everything that is thrown our way in life, we have to start looking at it from another perspective. You can turn opposition into an opportunity. Let me hear you say it. Let me hear you type it in the comments below if you're watching the replay. After the live stream is over with, let me hear you type in the comments, opposition is opportunity. You can turn opposition into opportunity. Many people look at opposition as defeat. Oh, my opponent is opposing me. My opponent is bigger than me. My opponent is smarter than me. My opponent is taller than me. My opponent is richer than me. And so that's automatic defeat. Wrong. Opposition is opportunity. And opposition is competition. The reason why some people oppose you is because they're trying to compete with you. Some people can't compete with you, so they try to eliminate the competition. Dirty, underhanded. They can't compete with you, so they try to destroy you. They try to eliminate you. They oppose you. They create opposition. But opposition is an opportunity for God to open up another window of blessings. Sometimes when people oppose you, it's a blessing in disguise because God got something else for you. If God got something else for you, then whatever people oppose you, they're not making you miss out on your blessings because God got something else for you. Sometimes people are fighting over scraps and crumbs when God want to bless you above and beyond what you can imagine. Don't fight over scraps. Don't fight over crumbs. Sometimes people need for you to move out the way so they could shine. They can't take the competition. But you were never their competition in your mind because you don't compete with people. But People try to compete with you, try to outdo you, and they can't. So they try to eliminate. I need a spoon for this. This one harder. So break. That one is harder to break. Sometimes people do things to hurt you, and you're not even thinking about them people. You don't even know them people. You ain't even thinking about them people. But sometimes people do things to hurt you. When people do things to hurt you, that lets you know they're scared of you. They're scared if they don't try to stop you, you're going to surpass them. You're going to be better than them. You're going to be bigger than them. Some people don't know how to win fair and square. They only know how to win underhanded. I like to watch boxing. That's one of the sports I like, boxing. Some boxers don't play fair. Like Mike Tyson bit that man ear. Why did he bite that man ear? Why did he bite that man ear? I don't remember. The man do something to him? Was the man winning and he couldn't take defeat, so he bit the man ear? I'm asking because I don't remember why he bit the man ear. But some people don't want to see you succeed. Some people watch you when you're their competition. They want to be better than you. They want to be bigger than you, better than you. But they have to try to destroy you. They're not really good on their own because if you're good, if you're the best, like let's talk about boxing. If you're the best boxer, you want competition that is worth the challenge. I used to love to run, wanted to run track. But my grandmother wouldn't let me run track. So I would just race on the streets with the boys that ran track because I could run. But I didn't want to race people that I know I couldn't beat, that I know I could beat. That was no fun. Racing people that you knew couldn't run against you. So after I beat you a couple of times, I ain't want to race you no more. Same thing with checkers. I was the checker champion. No adult couldn't beat me in checker. If I beat you a couple of times in checkers, I wouldn't play you no more. What is the fun? I wanted a new competition. I wanted somebody who was thought they were good that could beat me. But some people, they consider you their competition, but they want to try to eliminate you because they can't beat you. So they have to eliminate you. They have to plot and plan against you. They have to join in with other people. They can't beat you on their own. They need help. They need help to beat you. They can't beat you on their own. What's going on? Is that somebody's door closing or did somebody hit my bank van? If you are a real champion, you should want real competition. If you're going to compete with people, don't try to eliminate competition. In an illegal way. Eliminate the competition by being the best. Sometimes they would say boxing matches were fixed because they would buy out the competition and have them throw the fight. That didn't make you the best. You must not be the best. If you got to pay somebody to throw the fight, you must be scared. You must be scared of losing. So don't look at opposition as defeat. Look at opposition as an opportunity. And obviously, if somebody is opposing you, they are competition. They consider you to be competition because they are opposing you. And you might be minding your own business. You might be minding your own business, but people do strange things. My chair is behind here. I want to sit out in front of the bed, but I don't feel like getting the chair out, and I don't feel like getting my tripod out. My chair and my tripod are back there. I'm gonna eat something later. I don't feel like I need this fan on. I want to actually sit outside, but we don't have a chair. Mm-mm-mm. So we had a healthy dessert, and now I want to have an unhealthy dessert. Munch and crunch, munch and crunch. But how are y'all doing today? I have had opposition my whole life. And God has, ooh, that smells so good. Mm, I'm about to eat this whole box. Um, I have had opposition my whole life. No matter where I go, just being me, minding my own business, doing my job to the best of my ability. People oppose me. People don't need a reason to dislike you. They will make up a reason. They don't need a reason to dislike you. When I was younger, I didn't know I was pretty. When I had long curly hair, beautiful brown eyes, beautiful brown skin complexion, slender, I always had this chest. Even when I was young, my chest was always bigger. And I always wished I didn't have a big chest. And even though a lot of people might think, oh, you don't have a big chest, you have an average size chest, girl. Out of my sisters, my chest is the smallest. But like I said, one of them had a breast reduction surgery, so her chest might look smaller than mine. That's only because she had 1/3 of it cut off. So people will target you for one reason or another. One thing I've learned in life that I didn't really know until I got grown I had some experiences with females. And now looking back, even when you look at these young girls and you look at TV and these young girls, females are dangerous. Females are dangerous. A lot of females are vindictive, evil, wicked creatures. I remember watching this show years ago on 60 Minutes or 2020 or American Greed, one of them shows. And it was some young girls, like about 4 or 5 of them. And they were all friends. And like 3 or 4 of the girls secretly didn't like one of the friends. So they called a friend over to the house. True story. Called a friend over to the house and act like they was having a slumber party or they was having some kind of party or get together. Come on, girl, we gonna all be over there. And when the girl got there, they all was waiting and they all had a sharp object. And when she walked in the door, they all just started attacking her. She didn't have a chance. She didn't know what hit her. From every side, they were attacking her. After they got through attacking her, they threw her over the balcony. She passed away. Women, girls, y'all mean, evil women are teaching y'all daughters and granddaughters how to be mean and evil and wicked. Y'all bullying, harassing some of y'all children might get bullied and harassed like that in school. Like they say, it's funny when the rabbit got the gun. uh, is that how it goes? Or it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. I turned this off, but I actually need to turn it back on. Oh, it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. That's how it go. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. When you are bullying and harassing somebody, it's fun. But when somebody is bullying and harassing you, or your children, or your family members, or your grandchildren, it ain't fun. Some of y'all gonna get called up to the schools. Or some of y'all gonna want to go up to the schools because your child is getting bullied and harassed. And then you're gonna be mad. But it's fun when you doing it to somebody else. I see so many horror stories of children who think they grown when they not at home. They curse like drunken sailors when they not at home. They do all kind of things. Some of their friends really don't like them. Some of their friends gonna turn on them the same way you turn on other people. That's why the world that we live in today, y'all, these children, you need to be spending every free moment with your child trying to teach them something. Because you don't really know what them children is facing outside in the real world, just in school. I remember in Houston, they had to change the dress codes in school in Houston because children were losing their lives because the other kids was beating them up for their tennis shoes, for their Jordans, for their jackets, for their outfits. And I remember one year in a certain school district, like about 5 or 10 children had lost their lives because either before school or after school, some more kids beat them up for their clothes. So the school system in Houston implemented uniforms. And then when they implemented uniforms, everybody had to wear the same thing: blue shirts, blue pants, blue skirts, white shirt or blue shirt. But they left the where you could wear any kind of shoes you want. Then after that, people were still beating the children up for their shoes. So then they had to change the dress code. You can wear no name brand shoes. You can wear no name brand shoes. Then the children was getting beat up for their backpack. If they had a Jordan backpack, a Nike backpack, then they changed it where you could only carry see-through backpacks. These children nowadays, when your child go to school, I don't care what kind of school they go to, I don't care what school district they go to, there is bullying and harassing in all schools. There is teasing, taunting, racism, all of that. Children are confronted with that in schools. Some parents don't know their children are bullies, but some parents should know that their children are bullies because some of them are doing exactly what they see at home. Some parents are scared of their children. Some of these children are so bad and violent. Violent. Some of these parents sleeping with one eye open and one eye closed. Let me tell you something. Some parents are in the grave because they did not remove that child out of their home that was threatening their life. That case in Texas where that son unalived his mother, his brother, and tried to unalive the father. And they had seen so many signs. I just opposition, just opportunity. You have to start teaching that to your children now too, because y'all, my thumb is hurting for some reason. It's really sensitive. You have to teach that to your children. Honestly speaking, if I was young enough to have children, I would not want to have no children in today's time. I would not want to bring a child in this world. With the way this world is, I wouldn't be scared to bring them into the world. I just wouldn't want to. Mm-mm. Can you imagine the lawlessness in this world 20 years from now? It's going to be a straight up, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Mm-mm. I don't even want to be here 20 years from now. I hope I am gone, gone, gone. Gone with the wind fabulous. I hope I am gone with the wind fabulous. They say that Kenya Moore got kicked out of her salon and they put her stuff on the street, on the curb. That's what they say. And one of her enemies supposedly, allegedly, went over there and took pictures of it. I like Kenya Moore. She's not always right. You don't have to like everything about a person to like them. I like Kenya, but she has done some jacked up My thumb is hurting. She has done some jacked up stuff. And that TV show have them women just disrespecting themselves and each other for what, $1 million, $2 million a season? I don't know. When they can make more money than that, they can make more money than that on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, Facebook. They can make more money than that with their own brand, their own personality, their own show. Well, you don't have to tear other people down to be great. You don't have to tear other people down to make money. Just be yourself and do your own thing and be honest and genuine. Some people don't know what honesty is if it hit them in the face. When they say they telling the truth, they still be lying. But I have learned to mind my own business. People say, mind the business that pay you. Even if you ain't getting paid, you mind your own business, okay? Even if you're not getting paid, mind your own business because God is watching you. And that gets me back to the opposition. Yeah, we need 4 more thumbs up. 4 more thumbs up to get the 30 thumbs up. Opposition. When people oppose you, when people attack you, when people come against you, God is watching them. So keep your head up and look at the opposition as an opportunity. Because when people attack you, they show their hand. When people attack you, they show their fear. When people attack you, they show that they're jealous. When people attack you, they show that they're not as good as you because you don't have to attack nobody that you're better than. If you're better than me, you don't have to talk about me. If you're better than me, you don't have to lie on me. If you're better than me, you don't have to try to outshine me, outdo me. I'm just using myself as an example. If you're better than somebody, they're not even your competition. So you're not trying to compete. You let those people make it. Let the people do what they can do. You should want to see people succeed. That's one thing about some African American people. If they don't get it and they ain't got it, they don't want nobody else to get it. They don't want to see nobody else get it. And that's really sad. That's really sad that you, it's a scratch on my wings, want to tear other people down because you're not capable of what they're capable of. Sometimes people going before you will open the door for you. Let people go and make the path and open the door for you to come behind them. A lot of this stuff that goes on within our race is so disgusting. Malcolm X, uh, I'm thinking of his name, Martin Luther King, and so many other civil rights leaders would be disgusted in what they see going on today. Because there is no unity. Where there is no unity, there will be no success. Where there is division, there is confusion. God says a house that's divided cannot stand. You don't have to like people. You don't have to love people to let them make it. Let them make it. Let them do them, even if you don't agree. You know, when I was doing commentary on people, and this one individual I used to do commentary on, she was a whole hot mess and a big sinner. And she was doing stuff that was very detrimental to her own health. But she was grown. She was grown, and you can't change a grown person's mind, and even a person that's in the world. You could try to preach to them. Some people not gonna never change. Some people gonna go to their grave sinning, and they're not gonna never change. You could spend your last breath talking to somebody who's not gonna never change, and it's your last breath instead of taking your last breath and talking to God. So I don't worry about people, and especially grown people. You can't change them people. You can't, girl, you cannot tell grown people. I remember uh when I say I never used drugs before in my life, I consider marijuana to be a drug. Oh, it was so many people came to my channel. Marijuana is not a drug. Well, they just made it legal. So obviously it was a drug before. Obviously it impairs you. Obviously it gets you high. In my opinion, it's still a drug. I don't care who make it legal. I would never take it. Don't want it. But if it's not a drug, give it to your children. If it's not a drug, and you know, some parents, they do smoke around their kids. They chew gummies and be driving. If it's not a drug, then keep driving and let the police stop you and give you a breathalyzer test or a drug test or whatever. If it can impair you, it's a drug, in my opinion. But some people are angry and mad at you because you've never done drugs and you've never smoked weed, and they do it all day, every day. They do it all day, every day. They chew gummies. They, whatever ways that they ingest marijuana now, they do it all. Child. They spend their whole paycheck at the dispensary in states where it's legal. And some people, they had to move to states where it was legal because they know. That's why I don't understand some people that are drug addicts and they live in states where where marijuana is not legal. I don't know why they ain't moved yet. Why they ain't moved to a state where it's legal? Cause you need to be in the state where it's legal, cause you a drug addict. But some people get mad at you because you have standards. Some people get mad at me because I talk about celibacy and they want to say, oh, she's not celibate. She did this and she did that. Girl, don't get mad at me because I am celibate and you're not. You are who you want to be. You're a sinner. I am who I want to be. I don't want to sin. No matter how you try to make it look like I'm a sinner, in that aspect, it's not gonna happen. No matter how you twist it and turn it, there's not one man or woman, since some of y'all want to say I'm gay, it's not one man or one woman on the face of this earth. Well, it ain't one woman on the face of this earth that can ever say she slept with me. And it's not one man and be telling the truth. Because some people will say stuff and they be lying. But it's not one man on the face of this earth that could say he slept with me in the last 10 years, more than that, and be telling the truth. Because he might have slept with me in his dreams, but that's it and that's all. Because I've been delivered, and that's a testimony of the goodness of God. And if you try to attack my testimony of being celibate and not ever using drugs before in my life, you're not attacking me. You attacking God because my testimony is to my Father in heaven. I've never used any drugs before in my life. Never taken marijuana. What are drugs? I don't even know what the names of them are. Uh, and if somebody slipped me something or gave me something before, I don't know about it. I don't remember. Okay. And that don't count because I didn't take it myself, but I don't know and I don't remember. But I'm not trying to be better. This is what I want to tell you guys. Don't try to be better than other people. Try to be the best version of you that God wants you to be. I don't try to be better than other people. I don't look at other people and say, "Oh, I want to do this and I can do this better than her." And some people look at you and say, "Oh, I could be better than her. I could do this better than her." Don't do that. Ask God what he wants you to do and be the best at whatever you try to do. And that's one reason why no matter where I've ever went in life, I have had opposition. I have had enemies. I have had people that dislike me who didn't even know me simply because I did my job, I mind my business. Hold on, yeah. I hear something and I need to throw my trash away. Let me check my surroundings. I did my job. I mind my business. And I don't go places and try to make friends. Like, I don't go to work and say, oh, I want to be friends with everybody at work. No, I go to work to do my job. I'm going to speak to everybody. I'm going to be nice to everybody. But if you don't like me, I remember this company I used to work at. Uh, the computer and the desk, when it was time for my shift, I would wipe the keyboard, wipe the computer, wipe the desk off. And this guy got mad at me because I wiped the computer and the desk off every time I started my shift. No matter what desk I sat at, I wiped the computer and the keyboard off. But I started sitting at the same desk every day, and he sat at the same desk every day. So I would wipe the computer off, wipe the desk off, wipe the keyboard off, and he got mad at me because I wiped the computer off and wiped the desk off. One shift ended and another shift started. You don't know how many people sat at that desk. You don't know how many people typed on the computer. You don't know where their hands been. You don't know when they went to the bathroom, if they washed their hands. I am washing the keyboard. It has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with me. So that guy got mad because I wipe the computer off every day. So every day after when his shift was gonna end, he took a Coke. He kept a Coke in the desk. He took a Coke and he shook the Coke up and sprayed it all over the. So one day I sat down. I always brought wet wipes to work. One day I sat down and a lady always sat next to him. She said, "You want to know why you have to wipe that desk off every day?" I say, "No, why?" She say, "Cause he take a Coke and he do this and spray it all over the screen every day." I say, "That's not why I wipe the desk down every day." I say, "No matter where I sit, I would wipe the desk down no matter what." And she was not his friend, even though he thought she was his friend. She was not his friend because she told on him. And I went straight to management and I told him. Eventually, he got fired. Not necessarily for that, but eventually he got fired for unprofessionalism because you shouldn't have a problem with a person doing what they would do for their own safety and their own protection. I'm wiping the computer and the desk and the keyboard down for my own protection. It don't have nothing to do with you. It don't have nothing to do with you sat there first, because it doesn't matter if it was you or it was somebody else or somebody I didn't know. It wasn't because I knew you, because I didn't know you. You was the guy who sat at the desk on the shift before me. But some people will have a problem with you for no reason at all. People don't need a reason. People don't need a reason to be mad at you. People will be mad at you because they think you think you're better than them. And it's not that I think I'm better than you. I'm just trying to be the best person that I could be. I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm not in competition with no other nomad, with no other van lifer. I'm gonna take my shoes off and get comfortable. I'm not in competition with no other female, with no other human being. I am the oldest of 6 children. I was never in competition with any of my sisters and brothers. I would want my sisters and brothers to be the best that they could be, and it wouldn't be no competition. It's so sad to see people competing against each other instead of helping each other. And you know how that saying go, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. If you can't help a person, don't stand in their way. Don't try to hurt them. Don't try to hinder them. Don't cock block. I said it. Don't try to block their opportunities. If you can't help them, and if you don't like them, then sayonara, just bye. Go about your business and leave the people alone. Don't try to hurt people. That's something I have never done. I have never tried to hurt nobody because I disagree with them, because I dislike them. Now, one thing about it, and two things for sure, I tell the truth and shame the devil, and then people get mad at you. Y'all, I got on shorts, okay? People get mad at you because you tell the truth and shame the devil. But they don't have a problem sinning and lying. So, child, that's why some people, you see loners. That's why some people are introverts. I'm an introvert or an extrovert. I could be both because I don't mind spending time by myself and I don't mind being around people, but I don't have to do either. I don't have to. I could be around people all day, every day, and I could be alone all day, every day. It don't bother me. Like my peace comes from within. Like even if I'm around people, I'm still probably the life of the party, um, because I'm funny and I just be myself. And but I don't like to be in. Sometimes people think too you're better than them because you don't like to be in certain environments. Like if I grew up in the hood, y'all, but I'm far from a lot of things that I see going on in the hood. And I'm not comfortable in situations where with a lot of people drinking, a lot of people cursing, and a lot of people doing drugs. I will remove myself from that kind of situation. So if I go to a house party, which I probably wouldn't go to a house party, most house parties end in violence. Most house parties end in gunfire and all kind of stuff. So I don't like to be in situations like that, y'all. So some people might think I think I'm better than them because I don't like to go to stuff like that. I don't like to go to house parties and uh freak Nick. Like in Houston, people used to drive down to Galveston or Padre Island to freak Nick every year. Girl, who wants to go see a whole bunch of women walking around in G strings? Who wants to go to Freaknik where people right there having intercourse on the street, just dropping their draws anywhere? That's not that kind of behavior is not for me. It is not for me. And that's why when I used to go to a club, I wasn't a clubbing girl. I would just go to the club and dress up, look cute, have my 1 or 2 drinks, and go home. I wouldn't go home with a guy. If a guy had my number, he had the wrong number. Because, and the only way a guy got my number is if he kept pressing me. Because I would tell people, I don't give out my number. Well, let me give you your my number. I go home and have a whole jar full of numbers. One of my friends came over one day. Can I have your numbers? Can I have your phone numbers? Can I have some phone numbers? I need a date. I say, well, me and you don't look nothing like. She said, oh, girl, you've had these numbers so long. They don't know how I look. They don't remember how you look. They don't remember who they gave the number to. I was like, well, the child, take as many numbers as you want. And she was taking numbers out the jar, child. So, but I never was a big partier like that. And when I stopped going to clubs, I didn't lose no sleep. There's nothing out there, it's just guys, thirsty guys that see a new face and now he is trying to conquer the new girl. And men would get mad at me. They would ask to buy me a drink, and I say, no, thank you. They would ask me to dance. I would say, no, thank you. Then they would say, after the club is over with, can I take you out to eat? I say, no, thank you. Well, what you came to the club for? I came to the club to sit and watch. Can you move around and let me do that? So you just came to the club to watch other people dance and have a good time? Yep. That's what I came to the club to do. Now, can you leave me alone? And then eventually, I would have like one little buddy, one little friend, a male friend that I would eventually become friends with. And we would see each other at the club and we just talk, keep each other company. He go his way, I go my way. So I had this guy friend that sometimes he would call me and say, Vanessa, you going out tonight? And I'd be like, yeah. And he'd be like, normal spot? I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll see you at the club. And we would hold up the wall together. We would just sit there, we would just talk. He knew I had my one drink. I paid for my own drink, but me and him became like friends. He didn't expect anything of me because I wouldn't let nobody buy me a drink, y'all, because these men out here, girl, they buy you one drink that costs $8, $9, or $10. And they think you're supposed to sleep with him. No, thank you. You ain't buying me a drink. You ain't taking me out to eat. No, thank you. Girl, I had one man tell me, I don't know if you a man or a woman, but I will marry you tomorrow if you said yes. I look at him and I say, so you don't know if I'm a man or a woman, but even if you found out I was a man, you would marry me tomorrow? And he said, yes. Oh, get the hell away from me. Get, scoop, scoop the booty. Ain't nobody that desperate. Ain't nobody that desperate that you are going to marry somebody even after finding out they are the same sex. That say a lot about you. Uh-uh. I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. That means you don't fool around with a man or a woman. You just said a lot. No, thank you. But Yeah, this world nowadays. I was telling Charlene the other day, you watch one video and then it's gonna keep popping up in your feed. And this lady had came up in my feed who had AIDS, and she was telling her story on how she got AIDS. I watched that video, and now 100 videos pop up in my feed. My AIDS story, my AIDS story, my AIDS story. So I watched another one the other day, and I told Charlene the other day, these young girls, I'm talking about young girls, I'm talking about beautiful young girls. These young men are out here giving these young girls AIDS on purpose intentionally. Teach your daughters and your sons to keep their legs closed, keep their stuff in their pants. Don't trust nobody, even if you have a condom. Still don't do it because you can get AIDS through kissing. Yes, you can. You can get AIDS through kissing. You can get AIDS through oral sex. The best thing to do is be celibate. Abstinence is what you need to teach your kids. These children don't need to be out here having sex anyway. So, what is y'all teaching y'all children? I know they're not going to listen, but at least if you teach some of them something, because baby, I wouldn't want my granddaughter, or my daughter, or my son, or none of my family members to come home with no AIDS, especially these young kids. I've had a relative die of AIDS. Might have had more than one relative die of AIDS, but everybody ain't going around acknowledging that they had AIDS. And even the ones that you know had AIDS, when they die, the family usually covers it up. They usually don't say, oh, he died of AIDS. Oh, she died of AIDS. They usually say, he had a pneumonia or he had cancer. You know, a lot of people who get AIDS usually die from another disease that attacked their immune system. So when they die, their families never acknowledge, oh, they had AIDS. They don't tell you they had AIDS. They just tell you they died of something else. It's like they live their life unapologetically, but then when they get what they got, they're embarrassed and shamed. I really respect these young ladies that are out here telling their AIDS stories and letting people know they had AIDS and letting people know how they got AIDS, especially these young girls, because there's so many young girls out here that are just living vicariously. No protection, no abstinence, and they're just being young, dumb, and stupid. And in the comments of one of the videos that I watched, some lady said she was assaulted at 12 years old, and the person that assaulted her had AIDS, and she got AIDS at 12 years old. That hurt me to my heart. That's so disrespectful to know you have something and to go give it to somebody else on purpose, intentional, and you do not let them know what you have. That's wrong. Why not just I don't know. I don't know. If I had AIDS, I would pray to God just to not even pray to him and ask him to heal me or deliver me, but I would pray to God and ask him to just let me live with it. And there are people, the two ladies that I watch, their age stories, they both got a man. They got a man. So it's not impossible to find love after AIDS. And it's another man that I watched years ago. I'm talking about years ago. He's a minister now. He contracted AIDS and his partner died, and he was dying, and he God converted him. God showed him that his lifestyle was a sin. I think he was an atheist. He didn't believe in God. He didn't believe that being gay was a sin. And God started dealing with him, showing him that his lifestyle was not pleasing to God and that his lifestyle was a sin. And he ended up giving his life to the Lord. He ended up being converted. God started using him to go reach other homosexuals. And he became a minister, and he ended up getting married. He ended up having children. No matter what sickness, illness, or disease you have, it's not a death sentence. It's all about how you look at it. There is life after a terminal illness. There's life after something that's life threatening. You might even discover, okay, I don't even need a relationship now. You might discover, I just want to be celibate. I just want to live for Jesus. Or you might discover, you know what? I still want God to bless me with a husband. I think he could. These two women that I was watching that had AIDS, they are in a relationship. One is married. I don't know if the other one is married now. And one of them I know from her testimony, she gave her life to the Lord. Y'all, whatever God have to do to save your soul, even if it's AIDS, even if it's something deadly, whatever God have to do to save your soul, that be my prayer. That be my prayer for my family members. That's my prayer for myself. Whatever God have to do to save my soul, I accept it. I receive it in the name of Jesus. And is nothing is too, I mean, I wouldn't, I don't know. It's hard for me to say something that I never experienced before in my life. But I mean, if I had AIDS, it'd be something I'd have to live with. It'd be something I'd have to take to the Lord in prayer, because there's people out there that have AIDS. So you can't act like, oh, that would be the end of the world. Life goes on. One lady did say that people who don't take their medicine die. She was like, the one thing I would tell you that if you have AIDS, take your medicine. She said, even if you think you're gonna be holistic and you're gonna do it the natural way, she said, take your medicine. The people die. So all I could suggest to you is to give you the advice that she gave, because I don't know. But I believe that if you want to trust God for your healing, you can. And if you die, it's life after death. So what? And even if having AIDS is a death sentence, if you give your life to the Lord before you die, out. My knee is still hurting, but it feels a little bit better. If you give your life to the Lord before you die, maybe you want to accept the death sentence. Maybe you don't want to take the medicine. Maybe you want to say, Lord, this is a punishment for my sin. I accept it, but I give my life to you, and I don't want to take no medicine. And then you die, but I'm going home to be with the Lord. So what? And a death sentence when you are living for Jesus is not. God say to die is to gain. If you die in Christ, I'm gonna go out kicking. I'm gonna go out talking about God. I mean, to me, it's the same as if you don't have AIDS. You're living for Jesus, talking about the Lord. You're a witness for Him. Something could, a light, a boatman could hit you tomorrow. A 18-wheeler could hit you. Anything could happen. It don't have to be a terminal illness. It don't have to be AIDS. We all have to live and have to die. We have no control over. You're not better than nobody else because you don't have AIDS. I'm not better than nobody else because I don't have AIDS. We all have to live and we all have to die. I remember it was this man that I believed had AIDS. And at one point, I thought that God had him to be my husband. And I would have married him. I would have married him because I felt like that was my husband. But it wouldn't have had, I would have married him. And if I would have got AIDS, so be it. But me and the man never even, I don't know why. I felt like that he was supposed to be my husband. That me and that man never dated. We never hugged. We never kissed. But I think I heard through the grapevine that he had AIDS. In my opinion, he was living for Jesus. He loved the Lord. How he got AIDS, somebody gave it to him. And I don't know if it was because I felt sorry for him, because I don't think I felt sorry for him, because I do that a lot. Sometimes I go into relationships with people because I feel sorry for them, but I don't think I felt sorry for him. I really think that I thought that God was saying that that was my husband. And if things would have came to play, I would have married him. It wouldn't have mattered to me that he had AIDS. And I think the people that are dating these other women that have AIDS, when God gives you a husband or a wife, somebody told me one time, why would God give you a spouse that had a disease? You don't have a disease. Your disease is sin. Your disease is pride. Your disease is lying. Your disease is disobedience. We have to stop looking at people like, oh, They got this, or they look like this, and I'm better than them. You're not. You're not better than a person that have AIDS. If you don't have the Lord, if you don't know the Lord, and you're a sinner, that person that got AIDS might make it to heaven before you. Like I was talking about earlier today, Lazarus, the rich man, who looked down upon a poor man and wouldn't even let the poor man eat the crumbs from his table. And then when he died, all of a sudden he wanted the poor man to stick his hand in some water and just let him catch the drops on his tongue. No, no, no. You wouldn't even let me eat the crumbs off the floor. You thought you were so good. And so let me tell y'all, it's some people burning in hell right now. It's some people burning in hell that thought they was better than me. There's some people burning in hell that mistreated me because they thought they had more than me. They thought they had money. They thought they had this. They thought they had that. They burning in hell. Like Lazarus in hell. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee, the roses, the incense, whatever it is. You better wake up and smell it because you are not better than anyone. Now, you might not want to socialize and mingle with certain things. Like, I don't want to be around drugs. I don't want to be around alcoholics. I don't want to be around sin and all of that. But I'm not better than other people. Sometimes people think you're better than them because you don't want to be around certain situations. I'm not better than you. I just choose not to want to be around certain things. That don't make me better than you. And you just have to. Some people are in the situations that they're in because they didn't have no boundaries. You can't ever let people make you feel bad because you have boundaries. I don't feel bad about having boundaries. Uh, Having boundaries is what kept me from being a crackhead and a prostitute because that's all I seen in my neighborhood. Running from situations that I seen going on in my hood kept me from having those things happen to me. So you can't let people make you feel bad about it. And people will try to do that. They'll try to make you feel bad. And some friends will try to set you up because you think you better than them. I've had friends try to set me up before a girl. They probably burning in hell or they done paid for it by now. I had some friends try to set me up for a guy, two guys. I was at a friend's house helping them with a party they were having. They asked me to cook. So I was cooking. And before the party started, I went in the bathroom to take a shower. And they sent two guys in the bathroom to try to take advantage of me. Them two guys came up in the bathroom, baby. They tried to wrap me up in that shower curtain, girl. I had a in the bathroom on the toilet. I grabbed it and I started doing that, and they ran out. Oh my god! Oh my god! She got a. When I came out of there, I was about to fight everybody. I was like, "What happened? What?" And he was like, "She told us to do it. She paid us to do it." I was like, "So y'all was gonna come up in there and do it because somebody paid y'all to do it. They was like, once we seen you had a, we got the hell up out of there. And that's why I say females, you can't trust them. You can't trust them. They will pretend they could be mad at you for something that you did that they act like they forgave you for, or they could be mad at you for something that you didn't do, but they jealous of you. And that situation taught me, girl, you can't trust nobody. You gonna try to set me up in your house for somebody to take advantage of me? Okay, you ain't got to worry about me being up over here no more. Adios, neighbors. Adios. You can't trust people. And you best believe, I don't believe in luck, but they do. You best believe they ain't had no good luck. You best believe that God don't bless no mess. You best believe that they have paid for what they did. They reap what they sow. You best believe it. So I just turn people over to God, and you already know that no good thing is going to come to evil deeds. And I'm going to say this to men: stop letting people get you involved in crazy stuff. Like, those men should have had enough sense to not do that. Because then, were you going to hurt me? Were you going to take my life? Were you going to end up in jail? Were you going to end up in prison? Like, anybody that asks you to commit a crime, to help them commit a crime. I remember one time a friend of mine gonna call me and ask me, her and her brother wanted to beat up this girl, and they gonna ask me would I help them. No. I said to myself, God said that's a setup. They really want to beat you up. They trying to get you to beat them to beat somebody else up, and then they gonna turn on you. No. I said, no. I'm not helping you beat up somebody else. You going there thinking you just gonna beat them up and you just gonna do this to them. And if they fight you back, then you're gonna get angrier and you're gonna get mad, and somebody's gonna end up losing their life. You think I'm about to go to jail and go to prison because you want to teach somebody a lesson? Don't call me to help you teach somebody a lesson. I ain't got no dog, like my friend used to say. I ain't got no dog in that fight. My dog is under the porch. I ain't got no dog in that fight. My dog is under the porch. I don't believe in taking matters into my own hands. I don't believe in getting even. I don't believe in trying to beat somebody up. If I got a legal reason, if somebody did something to me, I'm calling the police. Okay? I'm gonna call the police on you. That's who gonna be knocking on your door. You ain't got to worry about me trying. Y'all don't take matters into your own hands. Teach your children not to take matters into their own hands. Don't run with crowds and say, come on, let's go beat them up. No, you're not going to beat nobody up. You're not going to fight nobody. You're not going to be evil to nobody. Because y'all going to end up jumping on somebody. Somebody going to get hurt. The next thing you know, y'all going to be sitting there talking about, well, we just wanted to scare them. We just wanted to beat them up. But if they fight back? What if they fight back? What if they got protection? What if you got to prepare for the worst? You got to prepare your mind for the worst because everybody ain't gonna let you beat them up. You thinking, oh, it's three of us against one. That one person might have a favorite God. That one person might be like, Samson. Y'all might not be able to take that one person. I'm just saying, that one person, it might be three of y'all against one person, and that person might have a Smith and a Weston. Okay, you thinking it's gonna be that easy, and you never know. You never know. I know I used to be a skip cat. I was a lover, not a fighter. But anyway, in school, I was being bullied every day, every day. I was getting beat up, I was getting bullied. You know, one day I brought a rock to school, and my cousin, I showed my cousin I had a rock, and he was like, "What you gonna do with that?" I say, "If they mess with me, I'm gonna hit them upside the head." I said, "If they keep messing with me, I'm gonna hit them upside the head with it." Oh, my, my cousin, my cousin took that rock and threw it in a trash can and said, "Girl, don't you know you could get suspended from school?" I'm like, "But they beat me up. They not getting suspended from school." I brought, I brought a big old rock to school. I showed it to my cousin before class started. And he said, "What you gonna do with that?" I say, "If they keep beating me up, if they keep trying to beat me up, I'm gonna hit them upside." See, sometimes I said all that. That's funny, y'all, but I said all that to say, if you keep messing with people and it's more y'all jumping on that person, you're gonna make that person scared, and you're gonna make that person do something to protect themselves, and you're gonna end up being the one to get hurt because you made that person scared and want to defend themselves. So y'all need to leave people alone because I'm gonna tell y'all don't know scary people is the people who gonna hurt you. See, you think you the bad man pajama, but the scary people, after you keep messing with them and messing with them and messing with them, they gonna get tired. And them scary people is the one that's gonna end up hurting you because they got tired and you pushed them. But see, that's what the devil wants them to do. The devil wants them to protect themselves and get scared, and then the devil is really want you. You think the devil trying to get you to take them out, but the devil really gonna use them to take you out. The person who's the bully never wins. You never win. I'm just telling you, you never win because you're gonna keep bullying that person until that person protect themselves. And 9 times out of 10, they probably gonna have proof that you was bullying them. They might get off, and you gonna be down. It's not worth it. I mean, why do people miss the people? Why do people? Why you just don't walk away from people? Why you just don't? I don't understand why everybody ain't like me. Why you just can't walk away? Why you just can't mind your own business? Why you just can't leave people alone? Without fussing, fighting, or telling them a piece of your mind? Because I ain't got to tell nobody a piece of my mind. Because girl, I do the doing. I ain't got to tell you a piece of my mind. Child, it ain't worth it. If you wasn't a good friend, I don't owe you nothing. It ain't nothing. It ain't no bridges to men. You wasn't a good friend. That's it. And that's all. I feel how I feel. You did what you did. I see you. I see you, boo. So let's just keep it moving. Don't take advantage of some other sucker. Because I'm not the one. Y'all, I'm just talking crazy. I'm a peaceful person, though. I don't like conflict. Nah, I can handle it. I ain't scared, but I don't like conflict. I'd just rather go on about my business and call it a day. It's not worth it. It's not conflict. Nothing good usually happens with conflict. Nothing good usually happens from conflict. Conflict usually is going to end in violence, death, feelings hurt, because usually people that like conflict are unreasonable. They're usually not going to see their errors. I have people who have done me gravely wrong. I've walked away from them, and they had plenty of time to realize they wrong. You think that people ever contact me and call me back and say, you know what, Vanessa, I know you went your separate way, but I just was calling to apologize. Girl, the people will go to the grave. That's why conflict is not worth it. When you know somebody will go to the grave instead of making things right with you, what are you gonna achieve from conflict? What are you gonna achieve from arguing with them? What are you gonna achieve from proving your point? You're not gonna achieve nothing because they ain't gonna see what you saying. They ain't gonna receive it. They ain't gonna change, and they ain't gonna apologize. Girl, walk away. Just walk away, and then they gonna be mad at you and trying to tear you down because you were right and they were wrong. You are the better person. They just want to seem like the better person. You are the better person because you walked away with no conflict. You turned it over to God. You believe in, you trusted Him. You are the better person. But they try to take matters into some people don't want to be. Some people care about appearances. They don't want to seem, oh, this way or that way. So they care what people think about them. So they will attack you and try to destroy you because they care about appearances. But they don't care. See, people think some people care about what people think about them, but they don't care about what God knows. They don't care that God see them, that God know them, that God know they lies. They don't care about that. Girl, I could care less. Me, I could care less what people think about me. Now, God, that's all we caring about over here. We only caring about God. We only caring that God is a good God and God will fight our battles and we gonna do what's right in the sight of God. That's all we care about. All that other stuff, what people think about you, what people say about you, who believe what people say about you. That girl, if you believe a lie, that's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with what you believe. And I ain't got nothing to do with who you deceive. I'm gonna put that on the shirt. I ain't got nothing to do with what you believe, and I ain't got nothing to do with who you deceive. Cause baby, y'all all got the answer to God. I need to start writing down these little sayings. Where is my? I intended on bringing a book. Do I have a book in here to write stuff in? Somebody send that to me on Instagram. I ain't got nothing to do with what you believe. I ain't got nothing to do with who you deceive. And what else did I just say? Because y'all all gonna have to answer to God. Somebody send it to me on Instagram. Written by VANESSA-VIPB. Okay. But yeah, y'all, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. What time is it? Do I want to eat dinner now? Or do I want to move the van and then eat? I think I might want to move the van so I can set everything up on the cabinet. What time is it? I actually feel like it's just, is that 8 o'clock? It's just 8 o'clock. I actually want to, because if I move to where I'm going to spend the night at, then I could just go and get tucked in. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna move. I actually want to go use the bathroom though, but I actually don't want to walk to the bathroom. My toilet's over there. Let's move, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all back here while I go move. I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all right here while I go drive to my sleeping parking spot because I'm just ready to get comfortable for the night. Okay, something fell. I knew it was my tile time, but I think I had some water in my water bottle. Let's see, it's the water. Yeah, it's the water. It's not the pine sol. Okay. Did y'all hear me? Oh, stuff fell out my cabinet too. I had the cabinet open. Oh, I got that cabinet open over there. Let me turn y'all around. Now I can set everything up. I don't know if I'm gonna eat, y'all. I am a little hungry, but I kind of don't feel like eating. And I think sometimes we just don't have. I don't know if y'all could see me or not that way, so let me turn y'all this way. Once I pick everything up off the floor, I can move around. Mm. Okay, I got a few things on the floor that I need to put in the back. Watermelon. Put this in the refrigerator. Even though I need to cut it, need to cut it. It's not gonna fit. Uh-oh. Need to cut it. That's how I fit the other one in there. Let me use the bathroom, y'all. I need to empty my bladder. Okay, I use the bathroom. I wipe my hands with the wet wipe. I think this particular table, it's not gonna work for me. I don't like the ones I got at my trailer. I like those. This is not. This is kind of similar to it, but it's not made the same. It's not the same. This thing doesn't unlock things. Now it's a little hot up in here, so I am going to turn the air back on. No, not really. I'm getting kind of tired, y'all. Ugh. This is the day in the life of a nomad van lifer living in Vegas, just chilling like a villain, getting drunk on a strawberry sweetened 0 calorie flavored water. I'm drunk on sleep. I'm tired. I'm tired. And I need to go to bed and give me some good sleep tonight. And take my problems to the Lord in prayer. Even if we don't have nothing bad going on in our life, we still need to take everything to the Lord in prayer. I need to take everything to the Lord in prayer. Even the things that I don't know nothing about. Because he knows. God said we don't even know what to pray for. That the spirit knows what we're in need of. So I don't even know. Sometimes we think we know. But we don't know because we don't know what the future holds. When I sleep with the air on, I sleep with my head down here. And I don't like to sleep with my head down here because I don't want that air blowing in my face. So I got to sleep. I don't have to sweep my floor because my floor is pretty much clean. I did just waste a little water down here. So I'm gonna wipe that. I thought y'all was on the charger, but y'all not. I'm gonna call it a night early. I'm still gonna talk to y'all for a little bit, but I'm gonna call it a night early. So I could talk to God. Y'all, we have to make time to talk to God, to pray about things, to just cry out to Him. Sometimes things may happen in your life that you don't understand why you're going through this, why you're going through that. And we all get tired. And we have to make time to talk to God. He the only one that could save us, heal us, deliver us, provide for us, make a way of escape. I'm not sad about anything, but my spirit is grieved. And I just want to cry out to God. I just want to talk to my Father. I just want to set the record straight with Him. And anybody that is trying to let the devil use them to hurt me, we're going to read Psalm 71. And we're going to pray that prayer. We're going to turn the wicked over to God. That's our right and our responsibility. Our responsibility as a believer is to turn our problems over to God. If we trust God, we got to trust Him for the answer. Y'all, look at the bed. That is my bed. Fresh sheets and linen. Cute sheet set from Walmart for $2 or $3. I can't remember how much I paid, but it was $2 or $3. Not that much at all. I'm gonna put y'all on the sofa. Yeah, I'm gonna put y'all back on the charger because y'all are not on the charger. I don't know how long I'm gonna be live, but in the meantime, and in the between time, we go lay down. Go lay down, child. We ain't got to be uncomfortable, girl. We got a big old van all to ourselves. No dogs, no people, no hens and hers. All hers and hers. All to myself. If I needed to stay in this van with somebody else, I could. But I watched a video today of a lady who is married and have a child, and they do van life. I think they have a house too, but they travel in their van, and they have two vans. And somebody left a comment on the channel and said, "Why do y'all travel in two separate vans? That don't make no sense." And she was like, "Before we got married, before we met, he had his van, I had my van. After we got married, he had his van, I had my van." She was like, "We got three dogs, a baby, and neither one of us have an RV. We have a van. How we gonna fit three dogs, a baby, and two people in one van this size? Girl, well, they might have a Mercedes. It might be bigger, but three dogs and two people and a baby in one van, and you ask why they traveling in two vans? Make it make sense. Sometimes people just look at. Sometimes people say stuff. It sounded smart to them, but baby, it was dumb. It sounded smart. They don't even sound smart. Why would you ask somebody that have three dogs, a baby, a husband, and a wife, why they traveling in two vans? If that's not obvious, you just slow. Okay. Some people just they don't even make sense to themselves. They know what they said don't make sense, but they said it anyway. It just don't make sense. Anybody want to talk to me while I'm live? Leave a comment on the channel on any video, and I can see your comments right now. Read it. Want to talk to me now? Ask me any question or make any comment. Let me know how beautiful I am. Let me know you love my bald head. Let me know you like my bed. I'm so silly. We had 6 people subscribe to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are on our way to 70,000 subscribers, slowly but surely. Miss Anita said, "Hey, young lady, I seen earlier live, but I couldn't leave a message." Excuse me. Anyway, you know that comes with age, because I don't know what I've been doing on this phone. But you have a good, safe night, evening, and weekend. All right, girl. Bye. Oh, Miss Anita, that's so sweet. Miss Rachel say, "I remember those days with big slices of watermelon, but with seeds. Now without seeds is better and easier. But I guess back then it was kind of fun to spit out the seeds." Yes, Miss Rachel, they say fruit without seeds are fake and hybrids. So, I mean, we like them, but they might not be real. I don't know. Miss Rachel, she talking to me. It's Mooney said she would have a campfire and a dog with her when she goes camping. I've been live twice today. This morning for breakfast, ride with me to Vegas, and now. This makes the third time. Y'all hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We need 194 more people to subscribe to the channel. And I got videos coming out every single day on my other channel, Life's Lessons with Vanessa. I want to do a 365-day vlogathon on that channel. So I am definitely a little tired, y'all. It is 8:46 p.m. I am going to so let's see what y'all, how many people we got in the chat. 21 people in the chat, 45 thumbs up. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up, or hit the three dots up at the top and hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Am I buffering? I think I'm buffering a bit. I think I might be buffering a little bit. Anyway, y'all, when I get in this van and close these doors, I start buffering because I'm inside a tin can. Oh, but I'm gonna call it a night, y'all. I tried to hang with y'all. Unless y'all want to watch me sleep. Unless y'all want to watch me sleep. Do y'all want to watch me sleep? And guess what? I don't have my night lights. So I don't think y'all gonna watch me sleep in the dark because I I don't know why y'all. I just do not like. I don't like fans. I don't like cold air blowing directly on me. I don't like to be cold. I like to be hot, but I don't like to be stuffy. So I don't know what the happy medium. If I get too hot, I'll turn that back on. And I have to sleep with a blanket on. So that is my must haves. Have to sleep with a blanket on, darling. And I don't like air blowing on me. Oh, I need to hook up these lights, under cabinet lights, under my other cabinet over here. And I need to put a dimmer switch on it. I haven't hooked up the lights yet under my other cabinet, like over here on the other sink. Oh, that's something I need to do. That is something I need to do. That I forgot about. It's a couple of more things I need to do when I go to Ms Charlene's house. But whew, kind of hot. But I'm just gonna see how this plays out. I'm gonna watch a YouTuber. I'm just gonna lay down and let y'all see what it's like to sleep in a van for a little while till I get tired of the light. I always hit the like button as soon as I start watching a video. Okay, y'all. I'm in the live. I'm getting kind of sleepy and I want to turn my light on. So, good night, sweethearts. It's time to say goodbye. Okay, how many people up in here? Good night, sweetheart. It's time to say goodbye. Y'all leave a comment and let me know if y'all wanted me to stay live.